Noob in progress. Alright, so it's gonna be me, then I'm gonna transition to you.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is Hotel Nerd, also known as Chris. This is my new show that's going to be accompanying SEN Live when my work schedule allows it, due to the fact that my work schedule's in total flux right now due to everything going on. With that being said, I have an announcement that I want to make, but first I want to introduce John, whose voice you're going to recognize from being on the podcast, and now you actually get to see his face. And if you're familiar with any of his videos that he's been in with me when we were Everything Comics, then he'll be a familiar face to you.
And I hope that you guys don't turn off the cameras now because you saw my ugly mug. So therefore, my whole entire introduction is this. I'm actually the CEO of Movie Lovers Unite and founder of Movie Lovers Unite. And you can also reach me on any other podcast with Movie Lovers Unite, on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and any other podcast apps. All right.
Alright, so the announcement that I'm making is that with everything going on in the world right now, I wanted to do something a little fun, and I made up this bracket for people to vote on. It's going to be based on solely fan votes, and the way that they're ranked is from highest grossing to lowest grossing MCU film, and you get a vote. I have it on our Facebook group. I have it on my Twitter, and I will put it on our Facebook page as well. So, with that said, this here is the bracket. Give me 1 second.
So you have you have Iron Man, you have all the other ones in the MCU and stuff like that. Just to clarify.
Yes.
Okay.
And sorry, I'm a little slow on the draw here. Just like I said,
That's what she said.
Noob. Total noob. But here's the bracket, and obviously number one is going to be Avengers Endgame, because that's the highest grossing film of all time. So obviously it's the highest grossing film in the MCU. And all the way down at lonely number 23 is The Incredible Hulk.
Oh wow, I would think that Ant-Man would have been on the one for like the 23 because the very first Ant-Man movie.
Ant-Man is 20.
I had a feeling it was down there.
Ant-Man is 20. Ant-Man and the Wasp is 18.
So that's pretty well, considering what the first one did.
So the ones that you're going to be voting on this first round, that's a single elimination, is match 1 is Iron Man 2 at seat 17, Thor: The Dark World at number 16, Spider-Man Far From Home at 9, and Captain Marvel at 8, Thor and Thor Ragnarok respectively at 21 and 12, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 at 13 with Ant-Man at 20, Iron Man at 19 with Captain America Winter Soldier at 14, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Captain America the First Avenger, or no, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is 11, Captain America the First Avenger is 22. Incredible.
That's actually pretty cool.
What's that?
I said that's pretty good for being on in those seeds. So it's gonna be interesting how that plays out.
The Incredible Hulk at 23 versus Spider-Man Homecoming at 10. And Doctor Strange at 15 versus Ant-Man and the Wasp at 18. So, the first match will set up whoever goes up against Avengers Endgame. And then the second one sets up who goes against Black Panther. The third one sets up who goes against Avengers Age of Ultron. The fourth one sets up the Avengers. The fifth one sets up who goes against Iron Man 3. The sixth match sets up who goes against Captain America Civil War. And the last match sets up who goes against Avengers Infinity War. So, and voting's going to be open until midnight tomorrow night Eastern Time.
All right.
So I figured with all the sports being canceled or postponed and March Madness is canceled and everybody loves their brackets that, you know, I would do something like this just because I can. So
I think that's actually a good way to actually fill in the whole entire sports thing because we don't have any sports going on right now. As a matter of fact, one of the delivery drivers at the hospital that I work at, he's like, I watched The Godfather 4 times. Please tell me there's more movies out there that I can watch. So he said he's actually trying to find something because of the fact that, you know, there's no sports to watch. So I actually had to list a bunch of movies and also a bunch of TV shows for him to binge since there's nothing around to watch but The Godfather. And don't get me wrong, I love The Godfather, but I don't think I could sit there 6 or 7 times and watch it in a row like that.
yeah, that's dedication.
Right. Like, I like Al Pacino. I like Al, but not that well enough to actually want to watch him 5, 6 times in a row like that.
Now I did watch what was it? Spencer Classified on
Yeah,
Netflix.
I watched that too.
That was decent, honestly.
You know what? In my review, I actually said if this was set in the 90s, if you actually listen to the music and the way the dialogue actually flowed out, it would actually be set in the 90s because of the way it was played out.
All right, I'm
Because
getting told by PC that we have an echo. And I lost audio.
ooh,
There we go. Now I got it back.
okay,
I don't know what
okay,
happened there.
that's all right. But I can go back to doing what I was trying to say. I believe this is how I did my review for on my podcast. I said this. I said if this movie was set in the 90s, was actually made in the 90s, and if it was actually the dialogue and everything else, and even the music whenever somebody talked, it kind of flowed out like a 90s type of movie rather than something that actually took place in 2020. Because if you actually looked at the dialogue, you actually looked at the way the characters actually flowed and everything else, that's actually how a 90s movie would actually play out. What do you think?
Yeah, it had a '90s feel to it. I like the fact that what was his name from Black Panther was in it as his sidekick,
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Mbaktu
Because,
or whatever.
yeah, get this though. I forgot he was on Black Panther, but I remembered him on The Sopranos because he was trying to sleep with Christopher's girlfriend and everything. So that's how I remembered him as. But to have him there and everything, I thought he did a very good job with the chemistry between him and Mark Wahlberg. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's that Spencer Confidential. Yeah,
I who's the old guy? I cannot place him
the old guy.
for the life of me.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He played on a couple of other movies too. He played on Argo. He played on a couple of other movies. If I go on ahead and I try to look it up now, you're gonna actually lose the whole entire video feed of me. But you know, the guy's a good actor. I really love how whenever Spencer moves it back into that house, and he all of a sudden he has a roommate, and he's like, "Wait, I thought you said I have my own room."
Yeah.
and everything. I like that. I like the whole MMA thing too because I'm a huge UFC fan, and to actually have that in that movie with another guy trying to be a UFC fighter, I was totally geeked out by that because of the fact that I have that huge respect for UFC fighters, and I also like going to MMA fights too.
Yeah.
But
He,
then another thing too I liked was even Post Malone.
yeah, I forgot
You know,
he wasn't in it very long.
no, not just enough to actually set the story up. But I did like that whole entire bit, like at the very beginning when Mark Wahlberg's about to get out of jail.
Yeah.
But what else did you like about it?
Mm, the comedy. Yeah, I thought the comedy was really good.
My favorite thing is the ex girlfriend that tries to go over there and try to see Mark whenever he's about to leave prison. That was my favorite scene in that movie. He goes, just drive. Just go ahead and drive. But
Yeah.
she came all this way to see you. I don't care. Just drive. So I like that part. I like the comedy aspect. The action to me was really good. But, you know, but I'll watch anything with Mark Wahlberg in it.
I think we lost PC
Oh,
because I don't see her. Oh no, she's still there in the
okay.
participants area.
Okay.
I was waiting to see if she said that it cleared it up. I put a earbud in to see if that took away the echo.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I saw you putting
hopefully,
your Yeah, I saw you put your Secret Service earpiece inside your ear, so I
yeah. Hey, that's supposed to be a secret. Shh. So I did it
don't
off camera.
don't tell anybody. It's a
Damn it,
secret.
John. Now I gotta go and mind wipe everybody. Come on. Well, at least only PC for right now.
Right. Now you got to go on ahead and do MIB on everyone.
Yeah.
Just on one person. So that makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
We're just the amateur edition of MIB because all we have to do is just go after one person. It's not even that much of a waste of time for us. We'll just go in and do one person.
Yeah. I don't have Christian's problem where I have over 1,000 viewers live.
Yet. But still, what other things that you want to try and get out though too?
Mm, honestly, this was just a announcement video.
Right.
Honestly,
All right.
and I wanted to get I wanted to fully explain what the bracket was,
I got you.
so that way people knew how it worked, and when things were done. Granted, I put it all in the description when I posted it, but still, I mean,
All right.
I figured get it out on video too. We could, somebody might see the video before they see the post.
Right. There is one thing I do want to push out there, though. I'm not trying to make this about me or anything like that, but I am going to be doing two movie reviews tonight on my podcast later on. One is going to be the Uncut Gems movie review. I actually watched that movie with Adam Sandler. Then I'm doing another one with McEnroe with the whole entire thing with Shia LaBeouf playing John McEnroe. So I'm going to be doing those two reviews. Then I'm going to try and push out, if I can actually get the funds for it, I'm going to try and rent The Hunt because that's actually
I
available on
wanna
digital.
I wanna watch Invisible Man.
When you do, I'll go on ahead and be on the channel with you too for that because I already saw the movie in theaters. I already did my review, but I thought maybe you and I can actually chat about it.
Yeah, Invisible Man is the one that I wanted to see that I wasn't able to because everything went to shit in a handbasket.
Right. I did get a chance to go see it at a mom and pop's movie theater and everything. It was really good.
Yeah, everything here in Pennsylvania is pretty much locked down.
Well, that was actually before this whole entire mess happened. This is like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I went on ahead and got to see it. So I was actually lucky enough before all hell broke loose to go and see at least one movie before shit got real.
Yeah, I was planning on seeing it the day that they shut everything down. Of course, the day that I planned on going is the day that everybody's like, "Yep, fuck you."
That's how I felt too when I was when I went to the comic book shop and I was looking at showtimes to go see Bloodshot. It was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and at that time they didn't shut down the movie theaters or anything. All we had was like 7 o'clock shows. I'm like, yeah, I've already drove 45 minutes to get to the comic book shop. I'm not driving another 45 minutes. I'm not going to stay a couple more hours up here. So I just drove my happy ass back to where I live.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I wanted to see Invisible Man, Bloodshot. Oh, excuse me. Invisible Man, Bloodshot, and The Hunt were the ones I wanted to see. And then
I thought you
obviously
said they.
I'm gearing up to summertime with Black
Okay.
Widow and all that.
I was actually surprised that you said that you wanted to see The Hunt because I know at one time you said it wasn't even on your radar. At one
Yeah,
time.
I just want to see it to see what it is. Curiosity viewing.
Well, remember, curiosity killed the cat, but resurrection also cured it. So, or something like that. But anyways, but I'm
Yeah, you totally butchered that one.
hey, just like anything else I do in my life. So why not stop? Hey, if you're good at something, don't stop doing it. So,
Yeah. And
but
one thing I'm not good at right now is doing videos, which I will get better at.
well, it all comes in as time goes by.
Yep. The way I look at it is if uh, Christian can figure out the soundboard, I can figure this out.
Exactly. Whatever Christian can do, you can do too. That needs to be a T-shirt or something. It's like whatever Christian.
Whatever
W.
Christian and whatever SEN Live can do, we can do
I can.
too.
Right. So those what would Jesus do? It'd be like what K or something like that. Something with Christian's name on it.
Now, what
But
would Schmoes do?
true. That would actually
That should
look
be
good.
that should be a shirt. I'm sorry, that should be a shirt right there. Absolutely should be a shirt. Like,
I agree.
so that would be what? What would Schmoes do? WWSD.
Hell,
There
it's
you
better
go,
than
Christian.
SSD.
There you go, Christian. There's your new shirt idea right there.
But he'll probably just
Whenever you
tell
can
you
start
that.
whenever you can start shipping it out after all this bullshit is done.
But knowing him, he'll probably tell you that schmoes are dead.
Yeah, he probably would. Well, it still works because you could do what would SEN Live do, so that would be
Right.
WWSLD.
True. You can actually incorporate it into that.
There you go. So it still
All right.
works.
Yep.
So Christian, there's your idea. I'm not saying it's a very good one, but it is an idea.
Yeah, it's better than some of the ideas I had in my life. So.
All right. I think we went long enough. We're almost at the 20-minute mark.
All right.
So, but I'm going to uh, put up the starting graphic again, so that way you can hear the song in full. Because
All right.
the song is awesome. It's a riff off of anime theme, and it's so good.
All right.
And I'm
I
hoping that I don't get nailed for it on YouTube.
don't think you
Because
will. I mean,
this song is amazing. It's an amazing cover. So, with that said, I have nothing else to say. Do you?
nah, I'm good.
All right.
That's gonna be
And
it.
if anybody tries Again, I didn't put it on here, but I don't know if it's going to make the tag in um, the YouTube video and on my Twitter account for when I announce the video. But don't try to donate to me through Streamlabs yet because my account for some reason is not working. I tried to do a test donation and it is basically telling me to go screw myself. So
Ouch.
I have to fight. I have to fight with Streamlabs.
Well, let me know who wins later on.
It'll probably be Streamlabs.
Of course.
It'll be Streamlabs that wins. So, because I've never done anything like Streamlabs or Super Chat or any of that before. This is all foreign to me. So, it's going to be a minute. Because I know there's a bunch of people that ask like every day, and I have to say this: every day that I go in to watch SEN live, I have somebody ask me if I need help because of what's going on, and that's not gonna lie, that's absolutely fucking amazing. And I don't even ask; people just ask me, and I tell people if they want to, they can donate to the podcast. You know, eventually, when I get Streamlabs figured out, they can do that. I'm not going to actively ask anybody for help, but if people want to give me a hand,
That's pretty
absolutely.
awesome.
I mean, there's too many people for me to name right now that have asked me in the past week since everything started happening at the hotel because of this. So just know that it's definitely in my mind when I'm watching the videos with you guys and I'm chatting with you guys in the chat. I appreciate it every day and every single person that asks me if I need help. And it's mainly because of the kids. I'm thinking of the kids. So you have no idea. SEN has built such a great community. It's amazing. It is the cleanest, purest, friendliest community I've been in online ever.
I agree because even it beats out all the Facebook groups too. To be honest with you, on how
I mean, hell, I mean, for us, I mean, you've been on the ground floor for Hotel Nerd. You were there when it was Everything Comics. And
right.
then Everything Comics and more, and now it turned into Hotel Nerd. We've had some rocky spots, some severe rocky spots, some admins that we had to get rid of because they went freaking loco. I'm not going to name names, but you
Yeah, I
know,
remember.
there's two of them that come to mind, and we thought that they were trustworthy, and they almost killed us. Like,
Right.
just as the group almost killed us.
Well, yeah.
And uh, hence the rebranding. Finally got something that's truly just exclusively ours. So now we're trying to expand a little bit. But yeah, definitely with SEN, uh, that community, absolutely. I so badly want to go to a Schmodown. I don't know if I ever get to one live, but I do want to go.
Same here as well. That's something I want to do. That's actually on my bucket list, right next to seeing some other concerts. But it's right there. But Schmodown is on my top list.
I want to see a Schmodown before I see a WrestleMania. That should give you an idea how much it's impacted me.
That's true.
I want to see a Schmodown before the Super Bowl.
That would be freaking awesome.
So, but yeah, hopefully Christian approves of this format, and because, like I said, I want this to be my official show to his show, and I want it to complement his show. So, if Christian does end up watching, or hell, any of the SEN crew ends up watching this, I hope that they approve. I would love to get feedback because if we can change a few things, still got to work out the issues a little bit with you and me with the whole transitioning the camera thing, and I want to try to get
Right.
it to where we are on the same screen like they are.
Exactly.
So I, but
We'll figure it all out. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to take a group effort and everything and team effort, so I'm willing to help you out.
yeah, we'll get it there eventually. We're
Exactly.
not we're
And I want to
like
get
we can
myself back on YouTube again too, because the only reason why I'm not, it takes me 8 hours to upload one video.
yeah when we're saying that we're noobs, we are the definition of noobs. You can look up the definition and you'll see me and John's face.
Or if you want to, you can just go on and turn the light off on my face if you want. But I, you know how you said you had to rebuild your stuff. Remember the issues I had with my page?
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember where you had a wonderful admin decide to put something
Non,
derogatory or whatever, and totally wiped out your entire page and fan base, and you had to build it from scratch. You got most of the people
well,
back right away.
well, to be honest with you, Facebook actually gave me back my page.
Really?
Yeah, get this. I wasn't able to fight for my page or anything. So all 5 years of my work disappeared. So if it wasn't for the fans and if it wasn't for my admins fighting with Facebook, I would have got my stuff back.
Wow.
And all it was because he got pissed off at DoorDash.
Really?
And I didn't even know what DoorDash was. All I knew was he was sending hate messages to the admins and everything without me even knowing. Like this whole and stuff like that. So it was just a whole bunch of extra crazy stuff I was dealing with.
All over DoorDash?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
We need Christian in here right now going, what are you doing?
Right? Garbage. All I can hear is that garbage soundboard
Oh,
bite.
Jesus.
But yeah, man. I mean, if it wasn't for the admins and the fans, I would have had to build that from scratch. Which I actually went on ahead and got me another page just in case. But I'm just happy that my community came together and fought for
Yeah, and
it, and which
I
I
would
was
hope
actually
that
surprised about.
I would hope that the hotel nerd community would do that too.
I'm sure they will. I mean, we do have a pretty good bunch of people beside that group. You
We have a
know,
lot of quiet people too.
we do, but we need to actually make them unquiet,
I
make
know.
them have
We
something to
gotta,
talk about.
yeah, we gotta figure that out so way we can build our base more.
I think the more videos we pump out, and then also to do the events like you're doing right now with the whole entire MCU thing, I think that'll be a way to get people talking again. But we also need to just keep pushing more content out into the group. The more
Well,
content we have, the better off we are.
I have a lot of free time on my hands at the moment, so it'll be a definite learning experience all the way around. Oh, excuse me.
But like I said, you're not alone in this. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna make this a group effort.
Hell, I might even go and start making music videos like I did in high school. Yeah, yeah, I did music videos in high school. I went by the name Medio Gohan back then.
So it wasn't DJ Jazzy Fresh then, like I thought.
Nope,
Okay.
nope. I did a lot of DBZ music videos, like
Well, I had to do a.
Metallica. My best one was Hero of the Day.
Oh,
Somebody went and stole it off my website that I had when I was in high school and posted it up on YouTube as their own. So it's on YouTube. I could show you the link, but he was really smart about it. He went and he cut the credits that I put in at the beginning, and he cut the
mhm.
credits that I put at the end.
So he was really crafty at editing.
Yep.
Let's see here. Well, the only thing I did in seventh grade was for my seventh grade career discovery class was make a Night at the Roxbury music video with one of my friends, and
I'm
and we actually
seriously
had this.
thinking,
Huh?
I'm seriously thinking about doing what I said to Christian that somebody should do. And I said it on what was it, Friday's SCN Live. That somebody should take Bohemian Rhapsody, and I, by all means, listen to Bohemian Rhapsody after I tell you this, and picture it in your head. But uh, take Bohemian Rhapsody and put it to the entire Star Wars saga, episodes 1 through 9. It fits.
That would be great.
It
And that,
fits.
that, that does fit because it fits with Anakin. Not only does it fit with Anakin, but it also
Fits with
fits in
Luke.
within, yeah, Luke and Ben as well.
Yep. It fits completely.
I think it would be perfect for that to actually happen. But
Because that's one of my favorite songs, and mind you, I'm not a Queen fan, but that's one of my favorite songs. And I just every time I hear that song, I play the scenes that I would have in my head for the music video. My problem is that means that I have to download all 9 movies to my computer. I have to find the scenes that I'm gonna cut out. Then I have to put it to the music, and it's a pain in the ass.
gotta love editing.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you
But
what, RB3, when I make music videos, man, I have a whole new uh, consideration for you wanting to be a movie director. Just saying.
RB3 is great at what he does though.
Oh yeah.
Between the
Oh yeah.
soundboards and getting everything together, that dude is spot on. He's great.
Yeah. RB3 is the lifeblood of SCN, that's for damn sure. Between him and Christian. Christian's the one that makes it run, and RB3 is the one that keeps it ticking.
I was gonna say the one that leaves the light on, like
Yeah.
Motel 6.
Well, right now I don't know if their lights are on.
No, theirs is off.
we do have
But
one. We do have one hotel here in Williamsport that's closed, so it is starting to happen.
well, over here, matter of fact, my nephew's wife works at the La Quinta Inn over here, and they just ran out of toilet paper.
Oh,
So,
geez. I
so she
shouldn't
might be
laugh
good.
at. I shouldn't laugh at that, but oh god.
Yeah, I think that's definitions for you to go the hell home and not bother with that shit.
Man, if I was general manager, ran out of toilet paper, that's it. We're out of shitter paper. We're closed.
Right, game over.
We're done.
Where you going? I'm going home. My
Oh,
shit's the
well, did you see what Huckabee put up yesterday?
nah.
Oh God, hang on, I gotta find it here on Twitter real quick. This is beyond retarded, and I don't use that word very often, but wow.
Stupid.
Let's see if he's still trending because of it. He might still be trending because he was number one there for a while last night. All right, unless he deleted it. Oh, let's see here. Dead air, good radio, as Christian would say.
And Hush goes over the field.
Yeah, come on.
You can do
I
it. You
think
can
he,
find
I
it.
think he might have, I think he might have deleted it. Hang on, let me see because I know there's other people that screen grabbed it because people are awesome like that.
All right. But if you can't, what
All
was it
right, here
actually?
it is.
Okay.
Here it is. Those of us from rural South know how to handle toilet paper shortage. Eat more corn on the cob. The corn isn't important, but the cobs are free and work great. Just don't flush them. You're welcome. In other words, Michael Huckabee, the governor from Arkansas, I believe it was Arkansas, is telling you to shove corn cobs up your ass.
Well, it couldn't be any worse than the seashells.
This is true.
It's like, well, which choices do you have? You have the corn on the cob, or you have the three seashells. So which one do you want?
Uh,
Pretty soon we're gonna be waving just like people at Demolition Man.
Up here in Pennsylvania is pine cones.
Yeah. This is as worse as Hitler getting pineapple shoved up his ass.
I'm not even asking. I'm gonna let
What? That
that
was off
one
of Little Nicky.
go.
That was off of that Little Nicky movie. That was his
Oh
punishment.
shit, that's right. I forgot about that.
No, it was not off of a porn.
Oh, on that note, I think we could call it quits.
Awkward moment of silence.
Yeah, just a little.
All right.
So, but yeah, that's the announcement. This is the first official video of the Senate. So, thank you for watching, PC. I hope that the Echo issue got cleared up. I think you left already. Because I don't. Yep, you left already. So, hopefully the Echo issue got cleared up. I'm sorry if anybody else has that issue. Now that I know that that is an issue, I'll try to wear my earbud uh, when I do this, being I know it works with my laptop now. And just be patient with us because we are definitely not the standard that SCN is, but we're gonna damn sure give it a try.
Exactly.
So,
And I'm John DeGregorio from Movie Loves Unite. And you can reach me at Movie Loves Unite on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those good social networking places. So go on ahead, check that out. Let me know what you guys think. And go on ahead, Chris.
all right, and I'm Chris, Hotel Nerd. See you on the flip.